Hi everyone, and welcome to Bear Clooney Watches channel, where we are all together searching for perfect timepiece. We might never find it, but as you know, search is a lot of fun, and today is a especially fun day. You know, lately I have been really intrigued by Seiko divers. You could see that from my previous videos, especially from Prospects line. I think they're fantastic watches. They are providing such a quality and aesthetically unique designs for great value. I think when it comes to Seiko, I simply do not understand why would anyone search for the watch that is under $1,000 that's not Seiko. I don't know. It's something that crosses my mind occasionally. Now, I have this reputation in watch community that I am exclusively a Rolex fanboy. And yeah, I do love Rolex, no question about it. It is definitely my favorite brand, but I love many other brands, and I think it would be just loss if, as a watch enthusiast, you don't experience variety of brands. Seiko is definitely a brand that has a big part of my heart. But this watch that I'm presenting today, certainly stole a lot of my heart. Wristwatch check, Seiko Monster orange dial, and second generation. Those are nicest to me, at least to my personal taste. I love this timepiece. So, you know what? Let's not waste any time. Let's jump into Bear Clooney Watches studio and take a closer look at this really fun and unique watch. Let's go. And here we are at Bear Clooney Watches studio, taking a closer look at the watch that stole Bear Clooney's heart. This ugly but beautiful watch. This interesting, different, uniquely designed timepiece is such a Seiko watch. Seiko watch that allows you to be bold and adventurous as much as you choose to be. That's how Seiko companies all together. I mean, who else would produce timepiece like this? They are a company that from humble beginnings, when Kintaro Hattori had a vision for Seiko, they were just unique and daring, and they were very much focused on the quality of their workmanship. They had a consuming passion for excellence, imprinted in their corporate DNA, passed from generation to generation. Seiko for 125 years committed to the art and science of time. But I also say they committed to create fun for us watch enthusiasts. They undeniably have a culture of innovation, and that connects them with that 19th century Tokyo clock shop with 20th century advances in timekeeping to extraordinary 21st century of quiet revolution. They are continually driven by dedication and passion established in multitude of world's first technologies, transforming the principles of timekeeping. And today, the watch that represents technological advancement, attention to detail, and quality of timepieces, but as well opportunity to be bold and adventurous, different in its design. Watch that sums up what Seiko can be for many of us. In front of you is Seiko SRP309, popularly known as Orange Monster. It has the 24-jewel 4R36 mechanical automatic movement, which replaced the original one from SKX 781 Orange Master, which had 21 jewels and 7S26 movement. Externally, these two watches from first generation and second generation, now we have a third generation, are all very similar, with most notable changes being removal of minutes, seconds, numbers from the watch face, and use of a knurled rather than a ridged system on the new version. Seiko has changed the dial design towards a more simple layout than the first edition of Monsters by deleting the minute numbering and opting for triangular tooth-shaped indices that I just love. And this is probably why I chose the second generation. These triangular indices are so cool, and they really suit this watch. The main reason for Seiko to update further this SKX Monsters was obviously to put the new movement in this, after originally it had the 7S26, and many of us are not too crazy about movements that are not able to hack. What I mean by hacking is to stop second hand being able to synchronize the time when you unbuckle. So here we go. When I pull the crown out, the second hand stops. This is a movement with the 41-hour power reserve, and it beats at 21,600 beats per hour, which gives a nice smooth 6 ticks per second. It also does have a manual winding, which I also like. Let me just close it. The key features of Seiko SRP309, basically it has 24 joules automatic movement, steel bezel, which is so cool. Nice, 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 nice. I love it. You can't really do from the top. You have to do it from the side. The Lume Bright, and is, as in all Seiko divers, is fantastic. We'll do that after. We'll do the Lume Shot. The watch case is really not too thick, only 14 millimeter. It has the Hardlex for the Hardlex glass. Nothing wrong with that. Resistance for the water up resistance is 200 meters. The size, diameter of this watch is 43 millimeter, which also doesn't make it too large or too small. It's perfectly fitting any size wrist, and people love this watch, and it's probably why prices for this watch are just skyrocketing, because frankly, on the newest generation, there are a couple of things that people don't necessarily like. People are fans of these indices, triangle style indices. The new generation also has the Cyclop, which is not well received among the watch fans. So it seems that the second generation is the generation to go after, at least in opinion of many I spoke with, and my personal opinion. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the lights off, and we can take a look at the lume of this beautiful watch. I mean, seriously, what a lume. This is impressive. This is just fantastic. I love it. You have to admit, this is beautiful. What a lume. And here we have the wrist presence of the Seiko Monster second generation orange dial. I will leave the judgment to you. My wrist is 7.25 inches, and you can see how this watch wears. I did forget to mention that I'm actually a fan of this bracelet. I am not as impressed with the bracelets on the Prospex line, on the Samurai and Turtle, but this watch This watch bracelet, in my opinion, is done right. Let's go back to Bear Clooney's cave and wrap up this video. And we're back in Bear Clooney's cave. What did you think? It is a beautiful watch. You have to admit, it is maybe ugly, but it's beautiful. What can I say? It's so cool. Design, like nothing comparable. Everything about it, it's interesting, it's cool, it's quality, it's usable. It's just a watch that you can have so much fun with. But is it a perfect timepiece? Well, the show would end, and we don't want that. So we are continuing a search for perfect timepiece. Join me by subscribing. Please, if you enjoy this presentation, click on like and stay with Bear Clooney. Let's find that perfect timepiece. Thank you all, and all the best to all of you.